Hello everybody and welcome to part 5 of my VATSIM tutorial series. Today we're going to be going over approach, landing, and then taxiing back to the gate. Now most of the stuff that we're going to be going over in this video have kind of gone over in the past, but they are slightly different, so we're going to be going over them in this video. We already gotten takeoff, cruise, and all that, so we're in a picture right now. You're cruising at 36,000 feet, and you pass your top of descent. Usually around here, you'll get cleared to descend. They'll say, call sign, descend and maintain flight level. Or, they'll say, descend via the arrival. And this is pretty similar to what we got earlier with, like, departures, how climb via SID and pretty similar. So, descend is the same thing as climb and maintain. You'll just descend and maintain that altitude. The readback's also the same. It's just descend and maintain instead of climb and maintain. So that's pretty basic, and then descend via the arrival, again, is also pretty basic. It's essentially just like the departure that we talked about. You'll descend to whatever altitudes you need to go to, decrease your speed to whatever speed you need to go to, and follow that approach in. And eventually, you will end up getting closer to the ILS. Now, right around here, there might be some other things. They might say, like, call sign traffic 11 o'clock at 5 miles. If you don't know what that is, basically you can think of like a clock, right? 12 is at the top, 6 is at the back, 3 is the right, and 9 is the left. That is what they use to like have you find traffic. So what they'll say is like call sign traffic 11 o'clock 5 miles, and that means 5 miles to your 11 o'clock you will see it. And then what you'll do is you can say traffic not in sight call sign, you can say looking for traffic, or you can say traffic in sight if you've seen it. So during handoffs, while you're descending, you are going to have to contact the controller, and what you'll do is you'll do the same thing you did last time, like climbing via the SID or descending via, whatever. So if you say if you're descending to 5,000, you'll say 6,000, descending 5,000, or if you're descending via the arrival, you just say descending via the arrival. And that's it for handoffs. It's basically the same thing as departure, just slightly different. And the controller will read back, call sign, radar contact, expect ILS, runway, blank, or whatever, runway, whatever. And then you'll just read back, expect runway, or ILS, runway that, So that's just telling you what ILS you're going to have to do, what ILS you're probably going to get, what runway you're going to be landing on. And eventually the controller will tell you, turn left heading 3900. Actually 390, that's not a heading. Turn left heading 250 and maintain 3,000 until established, and then cleared ILS, runway, I don't know, whatever. What you're actually going to read back is 250 to join, maintain 3,000 until established, call sign. And that's it for that. You got all your basic procedures, landing gear down, all that. You're on final approach. Most important part here is to actually tune the tower frequency beforehand, so you don't end up having to frantically switch the tower, tune the tower frequency while you're in flight. And then on approach, the controller will say contact tower, and you'll say roger, contact tower, call sign, and you'll talk to the tower. You'll say, tower, call sign, ILS, whatever runway you're doing the ILS for. And usually around here they'll say winds, blah blah blah, clear to land, runway. And then you will land. Once you land, you will exit. You probably want to stay on the runway for a little bit, kind of just taxiing off. The controller will tell you exit right, exit left, exit next right, exit next left, exit Alpha 5. So you'll exit that way. So it's exit right when able means whenever you can turn to the right. Next right means turn right now, basically. So you get off the runway. You're going to go past the hold short lines. You're going to stop. And you're going to do whatever procedures you have to do afterwards, and then the controller will have you contact ground. And from there, it's pretty much the same thing we did at the beginning of the series. You'll just call up the ground controller, just say, clear of 20, get ready to taxi, right? And then the controller will ask you, say parking, call sign, say parking. And if you have a gate that you're planning to go to, you'll say that gate. If you don't, you'll just say, we'll take any gate, call sign. And then they'll just give you a direction to any, whatever, just a set of gates, and you just get to pick one. Pretty simple. We'll just read back the same taxi instructions. You'll taxi, you'll park, we'll shut everything off, you'll disconnect, and congratulations, you've done your first VATSIM flight. So yeah, that's going to wrap it up for today's tutorial. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, anything you want me to go over in my Q&A, I will be answering all the questions I can get to, though, in the video. But again, that's it for today's tutorial, and I will see you in the next one.